Where do you want to go in Germany?
Yeah.
Then
Where do you want to go?
I said the name of the city is there. I just can't pronounce. Herzogenaurach.
So what did he said laughing?
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
No, but he was a German who was here. VH.
Hindustani.
Indian.
Yes. He had to go to Deutschland.
I can't get that.
Uh-oh.
Low grade troller.
Okay, bhai. What has happened in the match? Please update.
Yes, Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill, what a knock. 130 of 97 balls. Maiden century. And backed up by a superb partnership with Ishan Kishan, 50 run out. Although that looked to be in pretty dubious circumstances because Gill apparently I think did not get an inside edge. He did not get an inside edge.
No, the ball was very close.
Yeah, but middle of, it was past the bat and after that there was a spike. Strange. So,
but there was one more such decision. I don't know whether this was against India or Zimbabwe in the last match, where when the ball goes past the bat, there is no nick.
yes.
But then when the
It's about to approach the pad.
no, when the third umpire asks them to go back, while it is coming back, then there's a nick. So I don't know.
It's a very strange thing that's happened. So, but unfortunately, KL Rahul had a chance to score big, out for 30, yet again with an incoming delivery. Wanted to cut. Bradley Evans' short ball, but came in, dragged it back onto the stumps. Missed opportunity for KL Rahul. Sanju Samson looked good with a couple of sixes, but I guess the late end wasn't that good enough. So 289 for 8 India have ended up with. Shubman Gill 130, Ishan Kishan 50, and 5 for 54 Bradley Evans. Take a bow. Good performance by him. And let's not forget Victor Nyochi bowled a superb 48th over to build up the pressure.
So few things people asked. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the century man first. Shubman Gill. I know people will point out that it's come against Zimbabwe, but first century is first century. It's
But
always to
KL
get
Rahul's
it.
first century also came against Zimbabwe.
Yes.
But he's gotten the highest individual score in Harare by an Indian. He's gotten past Tendulkar, Kohli,
No, but Tendulkar and all played against a different Zimbabwe.
Olonga, Heath streak.
Yeah. But having said that, as I said, an international century is an international century, especially considering he came so close
Yep.
and couldn't get it. Now he's got at least the monkeys off his back.
Yep.
So he can now, next time know that okay, I've got my first. It's under the belt. So
Yes.
nerves will calm down. Next time he's in the 90s or getting close.
Average
anyway,
of
the
over
batting has not
70.
been easy here, by the way.
Yes.
It's not that you got it's the only century.
Only century.
Only century in
Of the series.
of the series, which tells you that it wasn't easy to bat here.
Yep.
And as you saw today, I know a lot of people were writing that what kind of batting is this? Where is the intent? Where is it? But maybe batting is not very easy here, and that's why when you're chasing just about 200 like last time, India I'm not saying that they struggled, but also wasn't easy. Today 289 was very, very good score.
Yes.
On this
You saw even in the Shardul Thakur dismissal, the ball was holding up.
Yes.
It's not becoming easy for stroke play now.
Because I thought that was a slower delivery, but when I saw the replay, I realized no, it wasn't a slower delivery.
Yes.
So the ball is sticking onto the wicket. You're getting consistent seam movement. So it's not going to be. And Indians bowling exploits it a lot better. Deepak Chahar, both off the deck and in the air, will be a handful on this wicket.
Yeah, so
Can
not
we
easy.
Hope that the match gets over in next 1 hour.
Nah, not the next one.
No, I don't think so.
See, Zimbabwe might put up a fight. I guess Sikandar Raza might put up a
See,
fight.
the regular time is what time the match gets over for us? 6:30, na?
6:30, 7 o'clock normally.
The last two matches got over by 6:30.
Yeah, this one will go slightly
7:30,
longer.
7:45.
That is why I wanted India to bat second.
Yeah, but
you all wanted India to bat first, just to see how rusty KL Rahul is, and I think he is rusty, very.
Yes, I think. But see, again, we expected this, and that is precisely the reason why all of us were saying here, bat first, get KL Rahul to bat a bit more. So he's got two chances. two chances where he could have batted and got runs, but has not been able to capitalize. That's okay. Also, as we were saying, not the greatest of pitches to get back into form. Maybe not to the liking of KL Rahul in his style of batting. But at least, anyway, some time in the middle is important. And I think he's
45 balls today.
And to be, the way Shubman Gill batted compared to the way the other batsmen were batting, he was batting on a different wicket.
Yes.
He looked at ease. In fact, to start with, I think he was batting run-a ball, and later, if you see, he got his 169 balls.
That I have to check.
No, 97 balls,
130. Yeah.
So that's a pretty good strike rate.
I mean, Ishan Kishan 6 of 17. Later on, he accelerated,
and he was dropped also
by Sean Williams.
Yes, by Sean
and
Williams.
How crucial that partnership was then. 100 plus.
Arpit Trivedi has a very interesting point. After a long time, we have seen a ton by number 3.
1,000 days and counting. Yes.
Arpit, smart one.
Very smart. Yep.
By the way, I saw a couple of you ask this question. Does Gill now get a chance in the 2023-11? My only point to that is that 2023 firstly is far away. Let's not get very excited now. But he will be a contender for sure.
Yep. 14, 15
but I
months
don't
to
think
go.
how you can drop Shikhar and Rohit. I don't think that the stage we've reached now. I think we're far from
You've still got 14, 15 months for the ICC World Cup in 2023.
Yeah.
Unless there is a major dip by any of the core players who are playing now, unless there's a major dip, Shubman makes it to the 11.
11?
If there is a major dip. Otherwise, he's in the squad of 15.
Oh, I doubt he is going to.
There could be injuries also.
There could be, but I mean, I at the moment can't say 11, but he will be a contender for sure. 2020. There's still a long time to go. There is Asia Cup, T20 World Cup, so many series. Mind keeps changing after 2 matches. Like I'm seeing a lot of comments about Huda. I think we'll try and address that also a little later. So few matches here, then Huda is the best player. Then few matches he doesn't get run, then Huda should be dropped. So we change things very fast. I saw a comment which said that congratulations to Shubman for first century, 69 more to come. I saw a comment. So somebody thought that batting at number 3.
Why not 99 more to come?
Yeah.
Yeah, why 69?
But even 69 more to come is a huge ask. We just now, because Virat Kohli has reached there, you think it's easy.
Exactly.
Boss, it's
not at all.
There was a period when Virat would score hundreds every day.
If he had maintained that peak of 2016-17, by now he would have gone past 50 ODI centuries.
Actually, we all thought that he would end up getting 60-70 ODIs at least. At least with the test matches, still we can understand. He's still on 27. But ODIs, he was scoring hundreds every day. But Shubman Gill, I think, something has to go drastically wrong, because I think he is the next big thing in Indian cricket. From Gavaskar, Tendulkar took over from Gavaskar, then Virat took over from Tendulkar. Maybe, you never know, Shubman Gill, and I think he's being managed well. He's being managed well in this entire setup. He was first drafted into the test squad, and a lot of people who saw him first actually thought that he is made for test cricket and ODI. That's rather those two formats suit well to Shubman Gill rather than the T20 format.
True. I mean, I'm going to wait on. I mean, yes, he's always had the potential, and I think he could be, as Rahul was saying, maybe the next big thing. But I'll wait on my judgment, as in I don't want to say he's the guy who will get 70 or 100.
That will be very, very, very difficult.
Too premature.
He may get it, but I'm saying as of the moment how
It's too premature. It's just one.
Very premature.
And the likes of Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli, these kind of players, they come once in a lifetime.
Exactly.
Generation, lifetime, whatever.
And we've had two in 2 decades now.
Exactly. And
which is very, very lucky.
I'm saying, because if you ask me today, you pick a player who you think can come somewhere close to Virat, because to even come close to Virat you will have to play exceptional cricket for a good number of years. I'm saying if somebody can come close, I would say Shubman Gill, because the other lot, at least at this point in time, I don't see any youngster with that kind of potential. I don't know, you may have different views.
No, it could be, you're right.
Yeah,
But I'm saying like that is one of the standout guy or the flag bearer, you could say, of carrying this whole legacy of Indian batting forward. He could be at the moment, but I'm saying whether he will be of the level of the guys we spoke, maybe
Yes.
not. Maybe he may never reach that level. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying if anybody can come close to,
Yeah.
it may or may not even happen actually.
Exactly.
You never know.
Yeah.
It is just that because he has age, he's got a very good temperament, he's got skills, everything he has.
Yeah.
Just
But a lot of people seem to feel like KD Rajput. I saw Piyush here in the comments saying, all of them saying he's going to rule the next few years or the decade, which possibly could be. But I'll still wait before I pass my judgment.
Exactly.
But he looks like the complete package.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes.
He does. Like Harsh Khatri's point here, Gill's temperament is what stands out from the rest of the youngsters. Future leader. I'm seeing a lot of love for Shubman Gill.
and last two matches nobody even spoke about Shubman Gill. At least we didn't get any comments about Shubman. Everybody was there was just one question: KL Rahul, KL Rahul, KL Rahul.
KL Rahul. But Siri here picked Shubman to get 100 today. He also picked. Oh, you also.
He said Dhawan.
No,
I said Dhawan.
I said Gill.
KL.
No,
I said Gill.
Huh? I thought I said Gill.
No, he had. You may have also. I can't remember, but he had. Ask Shivam.
Ask him.
Both said Gill.
Gill.
He said
I thought.
Exactly that.
And I said, but before the start of the series, I said Gill man of the series.
Man of the series. That is true. Questions on Huda. What do you guys think?
Look, he's not in the last couple of series. Ireland was an exception. He scored a century there. Okay, no problem. West Indies, did he really bang the door down, set the stage on fire? He had a very middling performance. Here he struggled. Let's be honest about it. So actually this series has been more of a loss for Deepak Huda than a gain. In the West Indies, it was neither a gain, neither a loss. It was very middling. Here, I think you can safely say it's been a loss for Deepak Huda. Some technical frailties have been exposed. That stance, batting stance, again got out to that incoming delivery.
But one match, I mean, in the sense, played only 2 matches.
2 matches.
Yeah.
That's what the sample size goes against Deepak Huda in trying to
but
clearly identify what is the problem.
But these are, you won't get too many opportunities to prove your mettle. These are the only limited opportunities that you'll get to, earn your spot in the Indian team. And so, as you said, I also agree. He hasn't done anything good for himself, at least in this series. But still,
let's be honest. Is Deepak Huda going to feature in that match on August 28th against Pakistan?
Very tough.
Unlikely.
I don't think so.
No, not absolutely.
So, I think it is safe to say that if he doesn't feature at all in the Asia Cup, perhaps then he's not making the trip to Australia.
No, but who will you bring in then suddenly?
That's the question.
How will you bring someone without
Who would you want?
How do you...
Shreyas Iyer.
Yes, Shreyas Iyer.
No, Shreyas Iyer is already there, no?
As a backup, but he's not going to be he's not in the squad.
In Australia, you will get Shreyas Iyer.
Yes.
Don't you think?
By the way, I think if Deepak Huda is part of the squad, he will get a few games in Asia Cup for sure. Yeah, not necessarily the India-Pakistan game.
Exactly.
Maybe replace Jadeja for maybe an Afghanistan game or
Could come in the middle order, you never know.
Middle order with Virat, Surya, Hardik.
Yeah, you never know. I'm just saying that you're not going to play a full team in all questions. You'll be playing one qualifier match as well.
Against the qualifier, UAE or Kuwait, whoever makes
whatever.
it. Yeah.
If you are really keen on seeing, you're saying
you never know. Maybe I'm saying it all depends on how Jadeja performs with the bat.
Yes.
I think that will decide whether Huda.
Are you sure they're going to look at Huda with Jadeja? I don't think Huda, the spinner, can offer you that much. You think so?
2 overs. And that too if needed. If needed.
No, because Jadeja, you will use him as a bowler for sure.
No, but with Jadeja also you can't guarantee if he will give you 4 overs. It's his batting that gives him an edge. And now that his batting, has
You may then go with just 2 pure spinners as well instead of Jadeja.
that will be a little risky, isn't it?
Your batting does, yeah.
Because then you'll have a UZ Chahal and then of course Ashwin.
Ashwin.
Lower down the order. How
I think you're wasting Ashwin lower down the order.
You
Frankly.
want him to bat above
That's
3.
why this Ashwin conundrum. No.
Number 3 should bat.
That's why this Ashwin conundrum is so muddling.
Why?
Where will you fit him?
No, they have. I think they have the team management and selectors. They have absolute clarity as far as Ashwin is concerned. They just gave him 1 series. Come on, you go into the Asia Cup.
Kuldeep has had 2, yet he is not in the Asia Cup.
Yeah.
Much better spinner, much better record in Australia, and even in the Asia Cup, where in this time of the year the pitches are going to be very slow and sluggish. You don't have a X-factor left-arm Chinaman who made his mark in the UAE in the 2014 Under-19 World Cup.
And
Yeah.
yes,
That's why. See, Ashwin what do you use him as a batter, a bowler?
No, not as a batter. That only bowler.
See, if you get Ashwin in, you're compromising some runs on the field. He can't. He's a very sluggish
Kuldeep?
fielder. Kuldeep, yes,
Better
that's the
fielder,
risk.
I think.
Slightly better fielder. Slightly better fielder. Ashwin, sorry, his fielding goes against him.
imagine last T20 World Cup you went with Varun Chakravarti and Ashwin. Two of the slowest.
Blunder of the 21st century, what we made. Not the wonder of the 21st, the blunder of the 21st century.
Not the 2019 World Cup.
That was
No, that too he was very happy.
forced,
Vijay Shankar came.
forced
Favorite.
smoke screens.
Long.
Forced
Favorite.
smoke screens.
Long arms.
I know.
Long arms.
I'm actually more sad about Ambati Rayudu with that. He did no wrong. Just 2-3 innings and he just dropped him like a hot potato.
Didn't get a chance eventually.
There was the 3D movement.
3D movement.
That was...
In fact, he earned his spot in the Indian team after that great IPL season that he had. And we thought that,
and in that ODI series against New Zealand.
Yes, and
He scored century.
No, 90 I guess he made.
sorry? Yeah, the series from where KL Rahul and Hardik Pandya
Yes,
sent
yes.
back.
That
So-
controversy episode.
Yeah, so Rayudu, and we all thought that he has now almost sealed that. Suddenly,
2 bad innings
He
against
had,
Australia, that's
he
it.
had that.
Very sad for Rayudu.
It's over.
It's
Good,
over.
Hopefully, good thing was, I don't know whether it was did it happen or not. I don't know that we learn our lessons after that. What happened in 2019?
I still think we haven't.
We'll know.
We'll find out, yeah.
Not too far away.
Vijay
Harsh
Shankar.
Khatri, thank you for joining us. He was busy with his exams. I hope your exams have gone well and look forward to seeing you here regularly. There's a question by Satyam. He's saying, hypothetically, if someone gets injured in a T20 squad, is Shubman Gill the next man in?
Arre, yeah.
I don't think so because Shreyas Iyer is that guy,
Yes.
right? Who's going to
Exactly.
come
In the
If you
pecking
have
order, yeah.
if you have a backup, a reserve player, then
Yes.
Shreyas Iyer will, if the batsman, and also Shubman Gill, you'll also have to see who gets injured.
Yep.
Because you don't have a backup opener unless you want to open with Virat in case one of the openers gets injured. Yeah.
There is Shafin Siddiqui saying he's a regular viewer from Chittagong in Bangladesh. Lots of love. Shafin,
Thank
I've
you.
been to Chittagong.
Chattogram.
A very nice place in the sense it's a hub for clothes, you know, all those fancy clothes that go to Europe and get the big brands.
Yes,
made.
yes.
They're all
yes,
from
yes, yes.
Oh.
Chittagong.
Yes.
They all made your top level brands which go to Europe.
Yes.
The
Wow.
clothes, the fashion line, all of it is made in Chittagong. So I went to the market where, you know, the same guys, the vendors who make, sell before it goes. So I did a lot of shopping.
Yeah,
Friends.
in fact, a lot of
Chittagong.
majority of these clothes that you buy in London,
Yes.
It's all from
Yeah.
Bangladesh,
Vietnam, all
made
those
in,
places.
made in
Vietnam, yes.
Bangladesh.
Yeah.
Even Burberry, for example,
Yes.
Burberry, a lot of products of Burberry are made here in India, and they go to London, get stamped,
Yeah.
made in India, Burberry.
Yes.
What we do is we buy it from here itself in India.
Yes. Chittagong is nice. It's a nice place. Less crowded, more scenic than Dhaka.
The M.A. Zahoor Chaudhary Stadium. Very picturesque stadium.
Ankit Kumar is saying 2019 Vijay Shankar and Deepak Hooda 2020 is the same. I don't agree with that. I think again we are passing a judgment on Hooda pretty quickly.
Quickly, yeah.
Without really seeing what he can do or not. So I don't know if you guys have any other.
KL Rahul is not a captaincy material. Sahil Sina is asking.
Sahil C is not captaincy, but Hardik and Rishabh can be.
No, but
Yet again, after just 7 ODIs
yeah,
And a test match.
and a test match.
there's still a long time to go. But till the time these guys become regular.
As it is, he is
Again, Rishabh Pant, if you look at his T20I captaincy, okay, 2-2 against South Africa, but in the IPL, he's been found wanting when it came to captaincy. Some major, especially 2022 IPL. Hardik, okay, everything that he's touching now is turning to gold, but immediately captaincy of India. I guess T20 is one format where he can be. I mean, you don't need experience. I mean, 2007, where did MS Dhoni have the experience of captaining India? He won us the World T20.
Yeah.
This is one format, I think, where you can just be like a maverick. Just go for it. But captaincy material, 7 ODIs later and a test, too early. Still too early.
Jayaraj says today, in today's time, DK and Sanju are the only 2 players that have 0% haters in India. Well, there's so many players who have 0% haters.
Yeah. I mean, would you want to hate Rahul Dravid? I mean, I think he will have 0%.
Shubman Gill, will he have haters? No.
Yeah.
Virat, Rohit, KL Rahul.
Jasprit Bumrah.
Jasprit Bumrah,
Jasprit
UZL.
Bumrah, yeah.
Any-
I mean, we can speak for ourselves. I don't hate any Indian player.
Exactly. So you have haters. You have people who hate cricketers.
Yes, there are people who hate cricketers, not you and I, but there are people who like one cricketer and because they like that one cricketer, they will hate the other one.
Oh, that's.
I don't know why that. It's only happened now in today's generation. Just to never be there before. People who love Sachin Tendulkar never hated Rahul Dravid, or ones who love Rahul Dravid never hated.
Or even for overseas, you never hated Brian Lara.
Yeah. Exactly. In today's time, it happens.
Yeah.
And what we do here is maybe constructive criticism or.
Yes.
But that's not. I think there has to be a difference between hate and criticism. If it's, you watch cricket for these players and then some people hate also. And anyways, Abhishek Days, I think.
Go down, please.
Rest in. I think he's talking about the.
He's like the Undertaker.
Go down, Shivam. Ujjwal Agarwal. Indian team lately has been shuffling a lot of players in every series. Doesn't this unsettle the team for big tournaments?
It does. As I said, no, figuring out a chess opening is easier than figuring out this Indian cricket team.
And
Chess
Indian
opening.
Yeah. It's that simple. But this Indian cricket team, what are they going to do? I just cannot make head or tail
I
of
think
it.
by the time Asia Cup comes along, they'll settle down.
Vikram
We
Talreja
all
is
thought that for England, no.
I think so.
by.
Asia Cup, they'll settle. Asia
Not
Cup
until
will-
the South Africa T20s.
Not until the ODIs against Australia.
ODIs in Australia,
South
South Africa.
I think it'll settle down, or at least I hope so. Fingers crossed.
Not until the first game against Pakistan on 23rd.
Pakistan.
On 23rd.
At the MCG, that too, at the G.
No, I think it'll settle down by the 28th of August.
Okay, at the Ring of Fire, hopefully. Hopefully. Then I'll stop making comments on what can be the Indian cricket team.
He's gone for a safari, huh? Robin Uthappa.
Robin Ayudu Uthappa.
नीचे जाओ please, Shivam.
So Vikram Talreja is saying you have to see selection according to the position. Hooda can replace anyone from 3 to 7, whereas Iyer can only play in the top order without any bowling ability. Hence, Hooda gives flexibility. To an extent, Vikram, you are absolutely right. In fact, that even I agree.
Without any bowling talent, 3 to 7.
Although he bowls leg spinners.
Yeah, Shreyas Iyer does
Shreyas
bowl.
Iyer. Just that nobody's seen that.
Again, the same question by Dhawal Thakkar. Think Gill should have been in the Asia Cup? I don't think so. By the way, can I tell you I don't sometimes understand the kind of feedback we also get. The max amount of feedback we keep getting from people. How can you have Virat Kohli and KL Rahul and all of them in the same team? What is going to happen to the strike rate and all of that comes. And then on the other side, people say that Shubman should also be there. He's also in that sort of a
IPL
player, right?
numbers, he's that same blueprint.
You can't have that. Especially if you're trying to change your template, or as the Indian team is indicating they are, you can't. So at the moment, I don't think he's your choice in the T20 format specifically. But yeah, the 2023 World Cup, he'll be a contender for sure. But again, let's not get too excited. It's 100. As I said, monkey off his back for sure. But from here till the 2023 World Cup, so much time. We can't predict this T20 World Cup this year.
Good luck.
So forget about the 2023 50 over World Cup.
Yes.
Long way to go.
Jairaj Rana.
Nikhil
Yes,
sir,
I
in
know.
AajTak family, only you have 0% haters because you don't support any IPL team.
I don't.
Jairaj Rana.
I don't feel for any IPL team.
So IPL teams decide the...
Yeah, because see, like say you support Rajasthan, then people see your clear bias when you try to push, your Rajasthan, like Ashwin should be there, I will play Ashwin, that, this one, this guy is a very good player, Riyan Parag. When you keep pushing, then it comes out, becomes very obvious.
Riyan Parag.
Becomes,
He's supporting CSK but loving Williamson.
Exactly. That is international.
He doesn't like Dhoni.
He doesn't like.
For whatever is happening to Jadeja now, every indication goes to that post-match presentation speech that he did after winning against Sunrisers Hyderabad.
What?
We don't want to spoon feed. We don't want
say
to.
it, nah.
We don't want to
So
feel
what
like
did
we are.
MS Dhoni say in the post-match presentation?
We don't want to feel we are spoon feeding the captain. So the cat was set amongst the pigeons in typical Dhoni way. He lit the fire, but then he says, "I didn't like the fire."
We didn't start the fire.
We didn't start the
It was
fire.
already burning.
Yes, Billy
the
Joel.
word
He
was turning.
he was Billy Joel's true words, absolute true words of that. We didn't start the fire. But see, Jadeja. Let's see what happens now. I think a team has to approach him and see, he has to start negotiating that I want to
No,
get
so
out
this is a done thing. He's leaving CSK.
I think it's over. The divorce is finally
Davos
done.
is finally
Yes.
come through.
But unless Dhoni personally intervenes and guarantees that this won't happen and you will lead in 2023 without any interference, Bale if CSK finished last, but I don't see that happening. First time in the history of a decorated franchisee, 4-time winners, you changed a captain in the middle of the season because results were not going your way. I think that is a blot.
But that's the reality of franchise cricket. It happened to David Warner.
It happened to David.
It happened to Owen Morgan.
Yes, but at least they were not.
Dinesh Karthik. It happened to
Steve Smith.
Gautam Gambhir.
Yep.
Gautam Gambhir.
It happened to Steve
Two-time
Smith
IPL
also.
winning captain.
Shreyas Iyer.
Shreyas Iyer. Though it was end of the season, but
No, but
yeah.
still, yeah.
It happened.
Steve Smith, it
He never
happened.
came.
Ajinkya
Yeah.
Rane took over the captaincy.
Yeah.
And then
so-
Ajinkya Rane also.
Happened with Dhoni, Pune.
Rising Pune Super Giant.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the reality of franchise cricket, my friend.
And Jadeja didn't take it very well.
First ball, it could have been Mankad. Deepak Chair gives him a warning though.
Oh, man.
Doesn't do
But
to
why?
Mankad.
He should have run him out. The rules now state you don't need to warn the batsman.
He's
Come
an
on.
old school spirit of cricket.
I know you-
See, he could have. See, he
I know
could have.
you-
See,
Oh, man.
I know you want to go early. You want the match to get over early.
see.
But I'm asking him to follow the rule. The new rule says you need not warn the batter.
Now it is within the...
It is within the ambit now. After
Well, it
that,
is, but that you still can't. Maybe he wants to be old school, yeah, and doesn't want to take this easy wicket.
would he have done it against?
By the way, it was also in the rules earlier also.
Yeah.
It was not against the rule.
But then...
But would he have done it? Say, suppose if it was.
For example, I support it when people do Mankad and I have no
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
because it's
absolutely.
within the rule. But personally, if I was bowling, I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. But that's a very personal choice.
Depends on the situation also.
No matter what the
No, for
situation, I will
example-
not do it. But I will also not have a problem if somebody does it, because that's his choice and he's playing within the rules, right? So
I mean, the entire
For
Mankad
me,
debate.
it is about the spirit of the
it's
game.
like,
That's
can I
it.
give you an example? Like yesterday we were playing the match and there was this thing that while it is going, the ball is in the air, don't scream from outside, right? I'm just telling you. Personally, if I'm on the outside, I'll never scream. I wouldn't want to distract, but that's a personal choice. But if somebody does it, I cannot say stop doing because it's part of the rule.
Yeah.
You know, I can't say that's his choice. He has decided to exercise it. Technically, he is allowed to do it. Will I do it? No. I will not do it. Similarly, like this in
Yeah.
Mankad, will I do it? No. But then I can't stop someone from not doing it.
But
He's
then,
entitled to
okay,
do it.
that is because he got away against Zimmer. Supposing it was, say, like what Courtney Walsh faced against Abdul Qadir, 1987 World Cup. Qadir was out of his crease, but Walsh refused to Mankad him.
Yeah.
Then after that, Qadir scored the winning runs against the West Indies in the World Cup, that too.
That-
If, suppose Deepak Chahar had done against India versus Pakistan, let's assume, World Cup final. 5 needed of 2 balls. He refuses to Mankad. That same guy scores the winning run for Pakistan. Would he have been panned? I
That's
think
what
so.
I'm saying. At that level, maybe now that it is out in open and there's no taboo as such associated with the, Mankading.
Yep.
Because as Nikhil said, even I agree. Even I won't do that. Because I don't
Yeah.
see
It's
that
like
spirit. I think
Is it
it
out?
is about spirit of the game
it's
for
a
me.
personal choice. Like for example, the rule says that until the umpire gives you out, you have the right to be on your crease. Even if
Yes.
the umpire doesn't give you out, you have the right. Nothing wrong. But there are certain people who will walk.
Yep.
It's there, this thing. Now you are answerable to yourself, and either way is right. You walk is right. You don't walk if the umpire is not giving you.
Yeah,
even that's right.
that's right, yep.
Yeah, correct. I'm just saying.
The umpire is there for a job.
I think this is actually a better way. To be very honest, this is a better way. You want the batsman once.
Now if he continues to do it, then it's another matter.
Remember, you refused to Mankad innocent Kaya. For just that comment of 2-1 alone, he should have been Mankad at first ball.
No, he could still be right.
He could be right, yeah. It could be 2-1, but
But in favor of India,
yeah,
but he could still-
definitely.
Oh, Shari.
Tawudzwane Kaitano.
Dropped.
Okay, chalo. See you. Bye.
Vanakkam.